Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. In this video today, I'm going to be replacing my keypad on my 2000 Cartier. Now this keypad circuit board, it's all wired in 99 and 2000s. And the reason why I'm replacing this, now here's a little story for you. When I first got this car, I would notice that the interior lights would illuminate all by themselves all the time. And at first I had no idea about the driver's door module. I didn't know anything about the LCMs or anything about this car. I just got this car, so I was just, very into it still. I was learning about it and whatnot. But I would notice that the interior lights will always come on by themselves. And I was like, why would they always come on? Search it on YouTube and search it on the internet. Couldn't find anything about it. So one day I went inside the car and I pulled the fuse out of the interior, killed all the lights from the interior, but I would still notice the keypad would still illuminate. And it hit me. The keypad is at fault. It's still making contact with the circuit board and it's still triggering the interior lights to come on, thinking it's being pressed. And after that, it was just all easy from there. I already knew what the culprit was. And good thing I didn't even have to mess with the driver's door module or anything like that. Otherwise, I would have replaced it and it would still been doing it. I would have been like, what the heck's going on? Why is it still doing this? But anyways, yeah, I mean, I end up opening the keypad. This is the one to my car. I had to cut the wires, but I'll get more into that right now. This is my old keypad, and as you can see, when I had first tried opening this, I had broke the clips on the side. As you can see right there, some of the clips are broken. And every time I would push the buttons, this back piece right here, it would slide out. It would slide out this casing. And I had to put some double-sided tape and really make sure it stays on there, so whenever time I would push the buttons, it wouldn't go all the way in, and I would have to take the door panel off and do all that whole mess again with trying to reattach it and all. But I ended up putting double-sided tape, and this has actually been working out very great so far. The buttons haven't gone pushed in. I mean, I don't try to use this keypad a lot, I mean, only when I necessarily have to, but other than that, I use my key fob. So I thought yesterday when I went to the junkyard off that 99 that had that keypad, I just snatched it. And I figured, well, all the colors are the same, all the colors are the same to this one. Red, yellow, black, brown. Red, yellow, black, brown. And then the other side is blue with the yellow stripe, yellow with the black stripe, and green with the red stripe. And this one is the same thing, all the same wire colors. And I separated this casing. This is this piece right here is what I got off the salvage yard. I had separated this casing very carefully this time, not to damage the little clips that hold that in place, unlike this one that I try to open up and damage. But when I had opened this up, what I did is that I got a Q-tip and just very little rubbing alcohol. You don't need a lot, not to soak it. And I just very gingerly clean the contacts of these copper, because that's where the buttons press. When you push your code, this is what the buttons press on, the circuit board right here. So I just got a Q-tip and very carefully just clean the contacts off. Very gently, just don't need to put a lot of pressure at all. Just very gently lay it on top and just rub it. And it cleans the surfaces off. It takes all that dirt and grime and oil or whatever. And yeah, I mean, it just cleans it off. And the buttons on my old one, I have to reuse it on the salvage yard one that I got, because when I opened it, and I was cleaning everything. I was cleaning the buttons, and then one of the buttons, which is 1 and 2, it ripped off. So I wasn't able to use that rubber insert that goes in between these holes right here. So I have to switch over this rubber one onto this one. I mean, which is fine because this is not torn, this is not damaged. It's just the housing that's damaged, and that's why I'm gonna rewire it, put it all back together in this one, and rewire it with the same color, match the colors up. And yeah, I mean, I got the battery disconnected. Always make sure you disconnect your battery. So I'm gonna get to it right now, and once everything's wired and buttoned up, then I will be back and show you. Stay tuned. Okay guys, I'm back. I just wanted to stop real quick and just show you what I mean. This is a good circuit board. It looks nice and clean. The contacts look healthy. Now, the circuit board to my car, look at the contacts. It looks dirty. Looks grimy. Now, I cleaned this before. I took it apart just like this one. But my first attempt, I kind of broke the ring to these outside that clip on to this. I cleaned it with a Q-tip with rubbing alcohol, and it stopped. My interior lights would stop coming on by themselves because somehow the little contacts on the back of this rubber, it was somehow still making contact on this circuit board right here. And once I took it apart and cleaned it and reassembled everything, put it back on, the interior lights, they stopped doing that. So if anybody has problems with their interior lights just randomly coming on and going off and coming on and going off and all that, this might be the culprit, because on mine it was. I mean, I just want to show you, give you a good look of these contacts. Look like water got in it, or I don't know, dirt, grime. So these contacts, they look pretty worn. And on these models, you just simply can't just take it out and reattach a new keypad like the 01 and 02s all the way through 2011. You know, on these 99 2000s, it's stupid because it's wired from the back. So unfortunately, I don't like it, but I have to cut my wires because I wanted to replace this, so I never have an issue with this again. See how it's broke right here on the little clips? I did that. I messed up. I've taken it apart. Rookie move. I kind of destroyed it, so that's why I had to put tape in the back. Now this one I got the junkyard. See how the clips are in perfect condition. I carefully took it off. Nothing's broken. So I'm gonna put all this right here back together. And then while this, you know, hasta la vista. So I'm gonna get wrapping this up, and then I'll show you what it looks like in the end. Stay tuned.